Hi there.
Hi.
So I'd love it if you would just tell us who you are and what it is that you do.
I'm Emma. I'm a freshman at IC, and I'm a writing for film, TV, and emerging media major.
Awesome. Um, Emerging media. That kind of takes us right into what we're doing today. Um, talking about how media's portrayal of the ideal body image. Um, I guess when you think about that, how does it affect you when you look into a mirror? First of all, describe what you think media's ideal body image is.
Yeah, media's ideal body image, sort of taller, leaner, curvier, even though those sometimes are like a little exclusive, but they sort of go the same. Sort of just attributes that I've never really had fully or anything. So looking in the mirror at myself and like trying to like make myself more to fit that ideal was hard growing up, just because like I didn't grow that way naturally. So it was really hard for me seeing like those images in magazines that I would read or on TV shows that I would see, and then not being able to like see those images in myself.
Well, when you say you would try to make yourself into those images, what are some of the things you would do to try to emulate these ideals?
Well, going into high school, I had a lot of skinnier friends and stuff, and they sort of fit the ideal that media had more than I did. So, and they didn't eat as much as I did, and they did different things than I would do, like exercising and stuff. So I sort of took that to the extreme going into high school. I wouldn't eat as much. I didn't have a healthy diet. I exercised like to the max, like so much that it just put like this huge strain on my body going into the freshman year of high school. So I was just really unhealthy my first 2 years of high school. I just wouldn't eat. I was exercising to the max, but I didn't have any energy coming in to like balance out the energy that I was putting out into exercising. So it was just like a really hard time trying to like push myself to these beyond my limits when I didn't even realize that I had limits, and it just was not a healthy time for me.
What are some of the things, when you looked in the mirror, what did you see when you looked at Emma?
Well, firstly, I just saw like a lot of curved squishiness, not like this, the Photoshop sleekness or whatever. So I didn't really realize at the time that like images were like so heavily edited. So I was like, why don't I look like that? So it was just like, at the time I was just like feeling very fat and like not, I just sort of went downhill a little bit. I sort of started feeling worthless about myself, like I wasn't good enough, like all these negative things. So when I was in the unhealthy phase, when I wasn't eating and stuff, and I started losing weight, like at an alarming rate, that's when I started to be like, this is what it takes. Like, this is what it takes to be the media ideal and like all this stuff. And like at the time, like I was severely unhappy, but there was like a part of me that was like, you have to do what it takes. Like, this is the only way that's like, you're gonna like see something in yourself.
What was the turning point that made you realize, I can't reach this ideal and I just need to be me?
Well, the media ideal played into a larger part of my depression in high school. I mean, just like the not eating and stuff contributed largely to it. So when I was hospitalized for a lot of reasons, that was sort of the biggest turning point, like the epiphany sort of effect. They forced me to eat more. I was eating 3 meals a day, before I was eating like half a meal a day. So it was just then that I like started getting the energy back like normally, and like I was starting to gain a little bit of weight, and like while I was in the hospital, that like really hurt, like seeing myself like getting healthier. But after I got out of the hospital and I took a little time for myself, it was just like, this is good for you. Like, you don't have to be this media portrayal image or whatever. Like, they're like the people in the magazines don't even look like themselves. So it was just like a time of like self-reflection where I was just like, you're out of the dark place. Like, don't go back in there trying to be like something that's not even a good thing. So, yeah.
Now, when we think about media's ideals, uh, who is a performer or a celebrity that when you look at that person, you used to think, I want to look like this person? Who was that?
Literally anyone in Taylor Swift's squad, like Taylor Swift, Carly Kloss, Cara Delevingne, like just like the long-legged, like bronze-looking females. And I still like look up to them. They're like insanely beautiful, but I'm beautiful in my own way. So different types.
Yes,
so.
you are.
Thank
Very
you.
much so. And again, going back to the whole idea of celebrity and performer, who's someone you would like to be like, not so much look like, but in terms of their actions in the world community?
Ellie Goulding is someone that I look up to as a role model. She started out in a difficult home life situation, and then she went to college and started looking into music and all this stuff. And her career started like not as big as Taylor Swift or anyone like in the mainstream. She was underground for a few years, and then she blew up, and she's performing at the Grammys, and just like her hard work and dedication, and she's just always stayed humble throughout the whole process, and that's just something that I admire.
So the thing you really admire about her is her hard work, her determination?
Right.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So you're going to look right into the camera now, and you're going to say, I see beyond body because, and you're going to tell us what it is that you see beyond the body. Remember I said when you look in the mirror? Now, when you look beyond the mirror, what do you see?
Thank you. Okay. Anytime?
Yup.
Okay. I see beyond body because I'm been through a lot, and I came out standing tall, and that's just something I'm proud of. And it took me a long time to realize that I was beautiful, and now that I do, it's just inside, and now it portrays to my outside, and that's just something I'm proud of.
Good. And your inner beauty is reflected in your outer, by the way.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, madam.